Hello students, in this lecture you are going to learn tense. So tense is derived from a Latin word tempus, which means time. A verb indicates time of an action, event or condition by changing its form. So tense is also based on this. So tense is based on time frame. So we have types of various type of verb tenses. The first one is present tense, past tense and future tense. So this is based on time frame. So the first, present, past and future. Present tenses expresses an unchanging, repeated or reoccurring action or situation that exists only now. It can also represent a widespread truth. So I'm teaching you a lesson. So this is a present tense. And past tense. Past tense expresses an action or situation that was started and finished in the past. So that is already done. And then future tense. Future tense expresses an action or situation that will occur in the future. So that may be happen or that is going to happen tomorrow. So that kind of things are always called as future tense. And this is based on aspect. Verb tenses may be categorized according to the aspects. So the aspect refers to the nature of the action described by the verb. So there are four aspects. First one is indefinite or simple, and continuous or progressive, perfect or complete, perfect, continuous. So these are the basic aspects of verb tenses. The explanation of indefinite tense and continuous, perfect tense, perfect continuous is given below. Indefinite tense is the three indefinite tenses or simple tenses describe an action but do not state whether the action is finished or not. And the continuous tenses is the three continuous tenses, incomplete tenses or progressive tenses describe an unfinished action. So that is what we call continuous tense. Then the perfect tenses, the three complete tenses or perfect tenses describe a finished action. So the indefinite tenses or complete tenses directly refers present, past and future tenses. Perfect continuous tenses to combine the complete tenses and the incomplete tenses to describe an action which was in progress and then finished. So here we have a mind map for to represent the tenses. First one is the verb tense is categorized as three types. First one is present, and the second past, and the third one is future tense. So present is divided as present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous tense. And the past is categorized into past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. And the future one is also like that: future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous tense. So this is what the categorization of the entire verb tenses. So and here we have verb 1, verb 2, verb 3 list. So we have seen the tenses are always a verb. So verb tenses. So here we have the verb 1, verb 2, verb 3 list. In the first column we can see the verb 1 is be, verb 2 is was, were, verb 3 is been. For example, if we take become, become is verb 1, became is verb 2 and again become is verb 3. And also begin is verb 1, began is verb 2, begun is verb 3. Draw is verb 1, drew is verb 2, drawn is verb 3. So this is how we can differentiate verb 1, verb 2, verb 3 according to the particular aspects. So forms of the verb be like singular, plural. So first, when it comes to a first person, we should use I am. In the plural form, we are. The second person, you are, Again plural also you are. Third person, he, she, it, is. In the plural form, they are. So this must be used for a first person, second person, and third person point of view when it comes to singular plural form of verb be. And again, for first person, I was, we were. So this is what should be used in the past tense. In the second person, you were, you were again. In the third person, he, she, it was, they were. This must be used in the past form of verb tense. So here we have the rules of verb tenses. So here is a list of rules of these tenses: simple forms, progressive forms, perfect progressive forms, and in the left side we have past, present, past, future. So the first one is simple plus verb 1 plus subject or plus es. So this chart will be helpful for you to form every sentence. If you are going to uh, form a line of simple present tense, that formula will be useful for you to make a sentence. And again, if you are going to make a sentence in the future tense, you can use simple future, shall plus will or shall plus verb 1. So this is enough to form a simple future sentence. So these formulas will be help you. This formula is completely helpful you to form every form of tense sentences. And present tense. So present tense is categorized as, that is what we have seen before: present indefinite tense, present continuous, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. So this is what we have seen before. So for every types, for every present tense, past tense or future tense, we have, we are repeating the same thing. The thing is indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. And here the things are changed: present perfect, present, past, and future. So present indefinite tense. The simple present is used to describe an action, an event, or condition that is occurring in the present at the moment of speaking or writing. For example, I speak English every day. So here the time signal works. The time span works: every day, always, often, every week, usually, never. So these things are always represent a time frame. So this is called as present indefinite tense. So that is not so definite. Every day means we are using it every day, so that is daily. And present continuous tense. The present continuous emphasizes the continuing nature of an act, event, or condition. So I am speaking now, we are working now, we are studying now. So these kind of things represent continuous things. For a time signal, now, at present, at the morning, or today. So these are the common terms we should use to frame a present continuous tense sentences. And present perfect tense is used to describe an action that began in the past and continues into the present or has just been completed. For example, I have lived here for 2 years. I have worked here for 3 years. I'm doing it for 20 years. So these kind of questions are always, whether it is present or past or future, everything comes under the time frame. And present perfect tense is used to describe in action that begin in the past and continues in the present or has just been completed. So this is what we always term as present perfect tense. For example, I have lived here for 2 years or 20 years. So that is always termed as present perfect tense. And the final one in the present context is the present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous is used to describe an action, event, or condition that has begun in the past and continues in the present. For example, it has been raining all day. It is still raining right now. So here it represent all day, right now, all morning, for since the whole night. So these things are the things which is continuously happening is always comes under present perfect continuous tense. And past tense, so past is also the again same indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Past indefinite tense, the simple past is used to describe an action or event that was happened or occurred in the past. For example, he bought a pair of shoes yesterday. So here yesterday is a time signal or time frame. Yesterday, last month, last night, a fortnight ago. So these are comes under simple past tense. And past continuous tense, the past continuous tense is used to describe an action ongoing in the past. When you call me, I was playing the piano. So that is represent the past, but it represent a thing happened on the time, like that is happening in a continuous way. Here the time signal is when, while, all day, yesterday. So this time frame comes under past continuous tense. And past perfect tense, the past perfect tense is used to refer to actions that took place and were completed in the past. For example, I had written a letter before I went to the post office. Time signal here is before, as soon as. So here, mm, I had written a letter before. So the before the word before is comes under past perfect tense. So that represent the thing which is happened in the completed in the past. Then past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous is used to indicate that a continuing action in the past began before another past action began or interrupted the first action. For example, we can see we had already been staying in London for 3 years. So when, for, since, already. So these kind of things comes under past perfect continuous tense. And finally, we have future tense. The future tense is also categorized as future indefinite tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. The first one, future indefinite tense, is used to refer an action that will take place after the act of speaking or writing. For example, she will go to Paris tomorrow. I am going to read newspaper tomorrow. So here the time frame or signal is tomorrow, next week, next year. So that will going to happen. And the next one is future continuous tense. The future continuous tense is used to describe actions ongoing in the future. The future progressive is used to refer to continuing action that will occur in the future. For example, I shall be going out at 8 tomorrow morning. So here the time signal is tomorrow morning from 7 to 9 tonight. So everything, whether it is past or present or future, everything has a time frame, like now, before, when, tomorrow, tonight. So that kind of things always comes under the category of verb tense. So the tense is directly represent the time frame. So every sentence of which have for, now, before, or any time frame which is representing there, that must be a tense. Then we have future perfect tense. The future perfect is used to refer to an action that will be completed sometime in the future before another action takes place. For example, we shall have arrived at Surabaya tonight. So here we have tonight, by next month, by the end of this week, by the end of this month. So these are all the things comes under future perfect tense, because the future thing is completed there, because we shall have arrived at. So that particular situation is completed there. So this kind of sentence comes under future perfect tense. Next we have future perfect continuous tense. So future perfect continuous is used to indicate a continuing action that will be completed at some specified time in the future. For example, by June 2007, I shall have been working at this office for 3 years. Here, the time signal is by the end of 1990, by the end of 2022, by the end of 2000. So these kind of words will come under the category of future perfect continuous tense. So that thing is not completed here, the thing is perfect, but the action is continuing that, so it comes under future perfect continuous tense. So the future tense and every tenses ends here. And let me recall everything once again. So first we have seen what is verb tenses, what is tense, and the category of tenses like present tense, past tense, and future tense. And the nature of every tense. Present tense is an recurring action or situation that exists only now, and the past tense is which is already started and finished, and the future tense is what is going to happen. And the aspect of the verb tenses are indefinite or simple, continuous or progressive, perfect or complete, perfect, continuous. So these are all the aspects of verb tenses, and the explanation were given below. And every chart and every 12 possible verb tenses we have seen, and we have also seen the verb 3 list and the verb form B, and every rules of, and if we want to make a sentence by using present perfect continuous or present perfect or future perfect or simple future, this formula will really helpful for you to make a clear and correct sentence. And we have differentiated every sentence, like uh, we have seen present tense, present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous tense along with the example sentence. Likewise, we have seen past tense, past indefinite, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. So that is what same for future tense, future indefinite tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. So I hope this video will be helpful for you to learn tense and tense formulae. Thank you so much for watching.